the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is Iracing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is Iracing.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
And we are any second now. Clear live.
Virtual New Smyrna Speedway. We're back again for the nightcap and the final races of the inaugural virtual AI New Year's Bash. From the New Smyrna Speedway, you're looking high above the racetrack. We're ready to decide who will be the winners of the big show here on this Saturday evening. Welcome to coverage of Elevated TV, the community radio network, and our race coverage rolls on for the final. I am Wesley Outland. Cody Deemers is alongside. Cody, this was scheduled to be, of course, the nighttime events now. We're supposed to be tomorrow, but again, we had to kind of change things up. But we saw some phenomenal preliminary racing about 2 hours ago. Really did.
Yeah, no, we definitely seen some really good racing earlier today. As far as the best race to me was the B main, the second B main. I mean, it was a heck of a battle there for the final transfer. I mean, them guys were fighting tooth and nail like it was their life depended on it to get into the show. And I mean, yeah, but as far as that, all the other races were, awesome as well.
Let's take a look at New Smyrna Speedway, give you some information about this racetrack, as of course we show you the information for this facility. It's a half-mile racetrack, as I mentioned. 23 degrees of banking, 600-foot straightaways long. Got about that 3 to 4 degrees on the straightaways. And then, of course, tonight's events will feature 180 laps of racing tonight. That includes the 100-lap street stock race, the 50-lap mini stock race coming up next, and the 30-lap Challenger event, or the 30-lap Legends Car event. My apologies. And again, that's a little bit of the details and information. Let's look at now at the track map. As you see this beautiful facility, man. I mean, it's a nice facility, beautiful track. Nestled about 12 miles from Daytona International Speedway. We want to thank all of the sponsors for this event, for making it happen. And obviously, very quickly, we'll throw them out there. Thanks again to D&M Lawn Services, Irvin Used Auto Parts, USA Tire, Robbins Racing, B1 Transmissions, Elevated TV, and the Community Radio Network on the broadcast side of things. But again, as we zoom in here, for those that are watching, what a beautiful racetrack, a beautiful layout this is. And it's the closest thing, honestly, Cody, that mimics the real racetrack.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the cool thing about New Smyrna is they also have like a little quarter midget track in the infield in 1 and 2. There you see it there. If you're over high above, as we take away the logos. You can see it over there in 1 and 2. It's a fun little go-kart track, So, I mean, you have a track inside of a racetrack. Not very many places. I know Carteret County Speedway, they do that little summer school, so they have a track inside of a track. And the New River has the little juice box track they built on the front stretch. I mean, not very many tracks that you go to, you see a kid track inside of a track. So, I mean, that's just cool things that some of these tracks have.
So let's take a look at the lineup for the mini stock challenge. These drivers are getting ready to get into position. We're ready to see what they'll do. They'll have a very fast warm-up qualifying session, and then these drivers will get ready to go for, again, as we aforementioned, 50 laps of racing here at the virtual New Year's Bash, the inaugural New Year's Bash here on Elevated TV and CRN. And there's the lineup ready to go. Let's introduce them to you. 50 laps. It's CJ Rayburn and Victoria Sessoms on the front row. Sarah Billiter and Lee Jones, row 2. Blaine Curry, Brandon Brindle make up row 3. David Hall, Wyatt Marshburn, row 4. Landon Thrasher, Jonathan Sessoms, the fireman. He'll start 10th.
Row 6 going to be Cody Arurto and Dalton Chupp. Row 7 going to be AJ Sanders and John Riddle. Row 8 going to be Dustin Lane and Cody Dimmers. Row 9 going to be James Kirby and Tyler Dehart. And then rounding out the field in 19th is going to be Sydney Sanders.
So there you go. Of course, 20 drivers ready to get into position, ready to see what will happen for them as the AI New Year's Bash at New Smyrna is about to get underway. As we mentioned, 50 laps the distance for the mini stocks. 50 laps for the mini stocks, and Pittsburgh's still breaking my heart. I just screw the Ravens. That's all I have to say.
The Ravens over there whipping butt.
Oh, they got a 2-touchdown lead right now, but there's still a lot of football left to play. So,
I know somebody.
preliminary laps underway. We'll see what these guys will do here. As what a field of these 20 mini stock cars. Ready to watch them come to the green. First race of the New Year's Bash for the finals are underway here on Elevated TV and CRN. You got a race. 50 laps of mini stock racing, buddy.
And Victoria Sessum's going to wheel and deal on the top. She's going to try to clear him. Oh, she's almost got him cleared on the outside, and CJ Rayborn did not get a good start. Here comes Lee Jones as they work to complete lap number 1, Wesley.
So we'll see how it all transpires here in lap number 1. Victoria Sessoms will be the driver to lead the opening lap. This is, of course, the big races. These are the final 3 races underway now here.
There you see the 14, Mr. David Hall, the man from Beaufort. He's looking to the inside of the 16 machine of Blaine Curry. And he's also got Landon Thrasher in tow with him and Brandon Brittle working on the outside of them. That all going on for the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th spot.
Lap 4 of 50. And we saw some phenomenal preliminary Earth Saturday afternoon racing. 1 caution flag when Rafael Lazard spun in the start of the Challenger 75 lapper. Ready to see what these guys will do here now. The lady up in front, Victoria Sessoms, Lee Jones, CJ Rayburn, Sarah Billiter right now with Blaine Curry, top 5, and everyone just kind of being smart. Get up in front and ride for a couple of laps, at least get to around the lap 30 mark. You know, me and Alan Deeks talked about this last week in the real show on Race in America, Cody. You know, normally a mini stock race, stock 4 race at a regular track is 25, 30 laps tops, right? You got another, this is one of the longest races of the season for mini stock racing, so you got to find a way to pace yourself and then be aggressive to get there at the end.
Yeah, and you know, we saw earlier on, and we saw it late there in the evening, the bottom and the top working on. When we started the preliminary events, the B main number 1, I mean, the top was not where you wanted to be. The bottom was where you wanted to be. And we're seeing, you know, certain people make passes on the outside. We've seen Josh Sage hang with Dalton Connor there in B main number 2. You know, it was a side-by-side battle for 5, 6, 7 laps. And here, these are mini stocks. They're just kind of single filed out as Victoria Sessoms has started pulling away from the field.
And as we mentioned, this kind of mimics the way they do the real New Year's Bash Street Stock Nationals at Dillon Motor Speedway. January 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 2026. Plan to be there at Dillon. Big show. Got a big season planned ahead. March 14th and 15th will be the, if you will, preliminary, or the Vintage Car Nationals is what I meant to say, the Southern Vintage Car Nationals. That'll be their next race, and then, of course, other marquee shows. Look at this racing going on right now. There you see it. John Riddle me this, going after Sanders and DeHart for that spot, and already closing in on 10 laps completed in this one here, Cody.
Yeah, as we see DeHart there working to the inside of Sanders, Riddle, Mr. John Riddle, and we're 3 wide back here with Jonathan Sessoms. Wow. Jonathan Sessoms, Demers, and Kirby, 3 wide as they work through 1 and 2.
Yeah. Legends 30 lapper coming up next. We saw them earlier this afternoon. And again, it mimics the original schedule of what the New Year's Bash is. All the amazing work. Hello, Burnt Popcorn, Dalton Shump, Jonathan Sessoms, and others. Right now, happy wife, happy life. Victoria leads the way.
Yeah, Victoria and Victoria Sessoms out front. Jonathan Sessoms in the back. So they've kind of swapped positions. is he's under attack from that number 11 pink of Sydney Sanders. Sydney Sanders trying to get around the 03 of Jonathan Sessoms as they work back down into 3. And Burt Popcorn right now is sitting 18th, not where he wants to be.
Somebody was asking me, they said, well, didn't we see this earlier? No. I think maybe you could have used your wording a little bit differently. Maybe put final night or feature races. Because I think maybe some people are thinking that you're showing the same link over again. But this is actually your first one says night 1. So maybe that's what's confusing people. But anyhow, closing in on 15 completed.
35 to go.
Thanks to App Engineering for timing and scoring. App Engineering live timing for the New Year's Bash. And right now, Victoria Sessoms in the lead. Lee Jones, CJ Rayburn, Sarah Billiter, Lane Curry, Landon Thrasher. Right now, top 10 with David Hall, Brandon Brindle, Cody Urto, Wyatt Marshburn, top 10. And look at this big gaggle of traffic finding behind Thrasher and Hall and Brendan Brindle there. What a show they're putting on here.
Yeah, they're definitely driving the wheels off these cars. You see Billiter there in that number 6 teal machine. She's tried to under attack from the 55 of Landon Thrasher. Then you got Blaine Curry on his outside, and looks like the bottom. So most of these guys are making the bottom work, but here goes Thrasher. He's tired of riding the bottom. He's going to the outside on Billiter.
We saw how good Sarah Billiter was earlier in the Legends race just a couple of hours ago. What break did we really have, man? It seemed like it flew by, didn't it?
Oh, I do. Seemed like we just got off the air. Now we're back on the air.
20 down, 30 to go when they come to the line. Next time by, and a handful of laps past that to the halfway mark. As the final races are underway. For what will be the AI New Year's Bash here at the virtual New Symrna Speedway. So glad you're joining us. Elevated TV, listening on the Community Radio Network. Cody Demers, I'm Wesley Outland. And yes, TFK, to answer your question earlier, I was one of the announcers in the broadcast booth on Racing America. I've done the New Year's Bash 12 out of 15 years.
Has it been that long?
This past Sunday. Yeah, 15 years it's been going on. But I've worked at 12 or 15 years, man. I've done it a long time.
Long time, that's for sure. At least Ron Barfield's keeping it going.
Yeah, super great guy, Ron Barfield is. I sent him the link, by the way, of the other races so he could check them out, obviously.
Jonathan Sessom said, what's the score of the Ravens game? Asking for a friend.
Sure. I have no comment. Listen, I don't want to get off subject because we're coming to halfway. But it's typical Pittsburgh Steelers football, right? They do what they need to do to get into the postseason. They make the wild card, and then they just drag out, part of my language, to get eliminated in the wild card.
Fall off the face of the earth.
I have no comment. Leave me alone. We do race on, though, with Victoria Sessoms in the lead. Halfway home, this has been another great mini stock race. Jonathan Sessoms, boy, fireman, you got to get up and gallop, man. You're in the 18th spot.
I'm not going to talk about me.
I mean, where the hell? Yeah, you're way back there. You both are. Y'all are dragging. You know what?
We're playing peekaboo. Okay, we're both back here just hanging out.
Y'all are dragging bumpers. What in the world? Come on.
We're saving it for the big show.
This is the big show. The street stock race. I got you.
Yeah. And Wesley, we just want to point out, we've got a surprise for just you yourself when it comes to the street stock race.
We have a what?
We have a surprise. Everybody got together earlier, and we've got a surprise. Well, not earlier, yesterday, and we've got a surprise just for you for the street stock race. It's gonna be all for you.
It's going to be all for me.
Yep.
It was a surprise for me.
Yep.
All right.
20 coming to 20 to go.
I'm looking forward to it. All right. We'll watch and see what happens. 20 laps to go, 30 in. It's been caution-free. And right now, Victoria Sessom still in the lead. There is the 98 machine working past lap traffic. As we actually continue to show, I think it's Cody Deemers and Jonathan Sessom's in the back. Move your tails, guys. Come on. Get up there. What in the world? Clear path. That's Brandon Brindle and I believe Tyler Dehart battling. John, there's the 9 as well. Brandon Brindle, take your pick. Racing everywhere. 32 of 50 laps. What a good show here. In all of the feature races, they've gone by quite nicely here at the New Year's Bash.
Yeah, they've definitely gone by very nice and clean and successful.
Yes.
You know, it's been one caution out of 6 races so far, 7 races, 5 races, somewhere along in there. You know, you can't ask for nothing no better. I mean, been really good good racing. So I'm excited for the big one. 33 cars on a half-mile racetrack. It's going to be excitement, that's for sure.
$34 of 50 laps is the distance right now. And 15 to go. We still continue to watch the 11 work their way around the racetrack. The 98, that's Victoria Sessoms. There she is, comfortably in the lead. Nobody in front of her right now. There's Lee Jones right there in second. Lee Jones. That's 62 Ford, CJ Rayburn. Rayburn Race Cars on the sponsor of the number 10. Yeah, you do know that New Smyrna, you know, it should have been daytime. You know that, right? Because I mean, the New Year's Bash starts at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, but I'm trying to keep it to real life, real time. So.
Victoria Sessoms in front. With the final laps winding down. This is now 12 to go. 12 to go here at the New Year's Bash.
Can Lee Jones run her down is the question. We've seen the same situation earlier on in the Challenger race. Will LaRue and Casey Call. LaRue ran out of laps. Lap traffic almost helped him out, but it didn't. And he ran out of time. So will Lee Jones have the same problem is the question.
Sessoms, Jones, Rayburn, Thrasher, Billiter. 10 laps to go, but they come to the line in this mini stock race. Legends are next for 30, and then the 100 lap street stock nationals will follow.
The street stock race is gonna be good. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. It's gonna be exciting, that's for sure. As we got a big battle here with James Kirby, Dalton Chupp, myself, and Jonathan Sessoms.
Under 10 to go now. 9 remaining. Victoria Sessoms. Jonathan, I know the missus is going to be happy. She could pull it off right now. The interval is almost 0.7 of a second from the leader to Lee Jones. 2 seconds, or about 1.8 seconds back from Rayburn. Rayburn's in third place to the leader. Jones has got a shot, but he's got to reel him in now. He's got to go in that 62 car.
Yeah, he's definitely
got to go. Got to go down.
Definitely got to push. That's for sure.
Got to go and got to go now, and there's no mistake about it.
And he's reeling him in, slowly but surely. Lee Jones. Still reeling him in.
Gotta go. Gotta go, guys. Gotta go. I'll keep wondering if anybody's gonna be able to catch her.
Yeah.
She's got about a 6-10 second lead over Jones. Victoria Sessoms does. 5 laps to go now, make it 4 to go as they come to the line. What a job for another exciting mini stock race, a 50-lap race. Quickly winds to the end here.
I'm wondering if he's going to catch him. I mean, because if he catches him, it's going to get good. He catches her, that's for sure.
What's that old cliche? It's one thing to catch somebody, it's another thing to pass them.
Yeah, that is for sure.
To the line. 3 to go now. Penultimate lap of the race on the line. 2 remaining for the 98 Victoria Sessoms. Victoria Sessoms in front. No one can catch the 98. They're coming to the line. Cody, white flag in the air. This is it. Final time for the mini stocks here at the Bash.
Yeah, and Lee Jones running out of time. Doesn't look like he's going to get to her. Off of 2. Last shot here in turn number 3. Down the backstretch. He's not going to get to her. Up off of turn number 3 and 4. Your mini stock race winner going to be Victoria Sessoms.
So Victoria Sessoms will pick up the win in that 98 machine. Lee Jones second. And that is the way they finish out in the mini stocks as we're shooting pyro off in turn number 3. Let the celebration begin. All right, let's throw up the results. We're going Legends Racing coming up next. Victoria Sessoms is the winner. Lee Jones, Rayburn, Thrasher, Billiter, Hall, Lane, Curry, Marshburn, Erto will finish in the top 10 there, Cody.
Yep. Sanders, Brindle, Tyler DeHart, John Riddle, Sidney Sanders, James Kirby, Jonathan Sessoms, Cody Demers, and Dalton Chubb round out your 19-car field.
And by the way, caution free. No yellow flag whatsoever when this event concluded. Stay with us. We're going to a break. See the fireworks up on the bottom left? The fireworks are just beginning here at the New Year's Bash Virtual Edition from New Smyrna. Coming up next, the Legend Cars. They're going to go 30 laps, and we got it for you next. We'll be right back. The Roar of the Legend cars now back here on Elevated TV. If you're listening on the Community Radio Network, welcome back to coverage. The penultimate lap of the virtual AI New Year's Bash rolls on. Wesley Outland, Cody Deemers is alongside, and we get ready now for 30 laps for the Legends. They were fun earlier this afternoon, and we'll see if they can provide the same type of excitement here. And by the way, the big 100-lap street stock race is next. Cody, a lot of prep, a lot of work, a lot of preparation, and it's starting to finally wind down to the end of this thing here, my friend.
Yeah, when I thought about doing this, it was kind of last minute. There was a lot of rushness into everything, and even to be rushed, it still everything went kind of flawless. So can't complain, that's for sure.
I want to say thank you to everybody that was, of course, joining us, and wherever you are. Don't ask me anything about Pittsburgh right now. I have no answers for you. I told a friend of, I told Jackie, I said, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, I really think that if they lose this game tonight, I said, I think Mike Tomlin's gonna announce his retirement.
Huh.
I really do. I'm serious. Just serious, being honest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the penultimate race of the finals of the AI New Year's Bash here at the virtual New Symrna Speedway. This is the Legend Cars, U.S. Virtual Legend Cars. They're going to go 30 laps. Bryce Sanders, David Hall on the front row, the 15 to the 99. Jonathan Sessoms and Sarah Billiter, row 2. Max Olmstead, Cody Deemers, row 3. Chris Eggleston, Dylan Boggiovanni, row 4. Austin Bloodworth and Tanner Scarborough, your first 10.
Row 6 going to be Jesse Thompson, Victoria Sessoms. Row 7 going to be John Robbins. We've seen him win earlier. He's going to be starting 13th in this one. Matt Rhodes going to be 14th. Row 8 going to be Hunter Jordan's Greg Mining. Row 9 going to be Jaden Daniels, Larson Parker. Row 10 going to be Tommy Blair and Jace Mongyans.
Dalton Shupp, Burnt Popcorn. He'll start 21st. Joey Custer on the outside. Ryan Carlson and Lance Griffith, row 12, row 13. Joel Smith, Nathan Lyons, Lee Jones, Hunter Johnson, row 14. Final spotters will find final rows of Hudson Knipe, Wyatt Marshburn, and I think there's one more row left. 30. There it is. Robert Holder and Ryan Deemers. Ryan is always late for the party. 31.
Yeah, that's my iRacing name and it just registers in there because I'm the one that started the lobby. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
And they're coming out of the pits, coming to 1 to green here.
The 100-lap street stock race is coming up next here, as we're ready to roll the field onto the racetrack any day now, pace car driver. There you go. Peter, the pace car driver. Arnie, the iRacing flagman. And the Roar of the Legend cars getting into position. They'll make one preliminary lap.
Coming to the green here.
Oh, that's right. They are coming to the green. Wow, they're not wasting no time. Pace car dropping down onto the pit lane. Here come the Legends. Wow. Green flag is out. We're 30 laps here at the Bash. 30-plus Legend cars thunder their way down into quarter number 1 and 2. Ready to see what transpires with this one. And Bryce Sanders on the jump. Sessoms behind them, Hall on the outside. Here comes Olmsted and Billiter. Deemers is up there in the top 10. And they're 1 lap in.
Yeah, David Hall and Jonathan Sessoms side by side as they work down the back straightaway. Jonathan Sessoms going to clear him, but here comes the 35. That's going to be Max Olmsted, the 3rd. And Jonathan Sessoms looking to attack the 15 machine is big time loose there off of 4 for the 99.
I saw just a little bit of smoke just a moment ago. Now it clears back up. Sanders leading them. Look at that big gaggle of traffic, and there's them behind the first row. That's side by side behind Demers and company. There is big packs right there, almost all the way to the mid-20s. There you see them. Three seconds separate the front row to the lead, to the last place gone. How about that there, Cody? They're flying.
Yeah, they're definitely moving around this race surface. And there you got the B1 machine working to the inside of Max Olmstead. He's looking to go to second. And he's looking to bring Jonathan Sessom to that 03 Green Skull, the Outlaw machine. And we're side by side as they work off a 2 down the backstretch. Max Olmstead to third and Cody Demers side by side. Here comes the 03 machine as well, Wesley.
So another lap on the board. Bryce Sanders up front, looking now the battle for third, fourth, and fifth. That's Cody Demers on the inside. Jonathan Sessom's up top. Eggleston up high.
Oh!
And we got a little contact in the back just at the start-finish line. And we could have wadded him up, but somehow we hold it together. John Robbins, the man who won Legends Race earlier this afternoon, in the back now. And he about caused a big wreck.
We're still 3 wide.
I mean, I'll be honest, Cody. John Robbins dominated the Legends Race earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, he definitely dominated it. Started on the pole at every lap of the feature, and he is running 20th, so he is definitely not where he wants to be right now, that is for sure.
Yeah, John Robbins has no other place to go but forward right now in the middle of that snake's patch, if you will, as they work their way again back to the back straightaway. Here's now the battle for the lead, as Bryce Sanders has now got Max Olmstead on his rear view mirror. And you see now Cody Demers and Jonathan Sessom trying to run down the leaders. Here comes now Olmstead with a shot on the outside. Sanders threw the block on him. They work their way back around the corner here off of 4.
And it's a 4-car breakaway. Your top 4 has started to break away from the field. Olmstead trying to regroup, trying to catch back down that 15 machine. Olmstead, Bryce Sanders is faster than Olmstead, and Demers is faster than the race leader, and Jonathan Sessom is faster than your top 3. So definitely just got to find the speed, Wesley. You mentioned it a while ago. It's one thing to catch somebody, but it's one thing to pass them also.
You're exactly right. It's literally that pendulum, that kryptonite, if you will. To catch somebody is one thing, to get around them, totally different story. And right now, it is Bryce Sanders who is leading the way as the laps continue to tick towards the halfway mark of this race. Believe it or not, halfway coming up here, halfway on the horizon. What a show we're watching these guys put on. What a job by all of them on the racetrack. Is right now 15 down, 15 to go, and Bryce Sanders is still in the lead, but boy, he's got a gaggle of traffic behind him. One wrong slip and you're going to open the door for more company.
Oh yeah, Sessom's is all over the back bumper of Cody Demers. As he's looking, there he goes to the outside now. This is a battle for your third. Eggleston and that number 22, the Double Deuce, he's right behind them, trying to get around him, and Sessom's just cannot get through the corners. Looks like he's got the speed, he just cannot get through the corners like Demers can, and Eggleston's eating him up in the corners as well.
And we're continuing to watch this now transpire with another lap on the board. What a phenomenal job these guys are putting on right now. 16 of 30 laps here. Just after the halfway mark of this race, now lap 17. And here comes the guys behind them in second, third, fourth, trying to run down the leader. But still, Bryce Sanders will not be denied. He's still up in front. He still looks good. And Bryce Sanders now still trying to be the man to win this one here. John Robbins dominated the first one. He's short now, coming up shy as we're moving into the home stretch of this race with now under 20 to go.
Yeah, Max Olmstead the third right there on the back bumper of that number 15 now. As we're coming into almost, 10 laps to go here. 12 to go. Next time by 11 laps to go this time. Here we go. Can Max Olmstead find the speed? Can he find the momentum to get around the number 15? Or will Bryce Sanders hang on and take home the victory here?
Ten laps to go at the line. Here it is.
Battle
right now. Oh boy, here it is. Battle for this is for the lead.
Here comes Olmstead to the inside. Sanders still battling on the outside, side by side. Here they go down the front straightaway. Battle for first and second. Battle for third and fourth. 9 laps to go. Sanders still hanging on the outside. Wesley.
New leader Max Olmstead on the inside. Sanders battles back to the outside. 8 laps to go when they come to the line, all 4 here at New Smyrna. Probably the best battle we've seen any races here at the New Year's Bash to determine the finish for the winners. And right now, it is Olmstead waiting patiently up in front. Sanders right there within the cat's whiskers. They work all 4 there, Cody.
Yes, Sanders still battling on the outside, and here comes the third, fourth, and fifth. Damers, Sessoms, Eggleston, still there, and side by side, still for your race leads. We got 6 laps to go this next time by as they work back down the back straightaway. Olmstead still on the bottom, working. Sanders going to clear him. Olmstead going to try again.
Working off of turn number 4. When they come to the line this time by, it will be 5 laps to go. They're on the back straightaway now. Clearly out in front. It is Bryce Sanders, Max Olmstead, Cody Demers, Bloodworth, Eggleston. There they are as they work back into turn 1 with 5 to go.
Yes, Sessom's working on the outside of that number 22 as they work off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Eggleston. Eggleston in the double deuce. Here comes Sessoms, and then here comes the 29, the 5. That's Jesse Thompson, Matt Rhodes as they work down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, Bloodworth all over the back bumper of the B1. Here he goes to the outside. No, big time loose up off of turn number 2, Wesley.
Made that move. Went for that spot down on the inside. Will he make it stick? 3 laps to go now. When they come to the line, Bryce Sanders. The New Year's Bash Street Stock Race, the one you've all been waiting for, is next for 100 laps. Sanders in the lead, waited patiently, pounced on Olmstead the third when it counted the most, and now it's Sanders leading with 2 to go here at New Smyrna there, Cody.
Yeah, can Max Olmstead get to him? Up off of turn number 2. He's .308 behind him, 3/10 behind the race leader. He's still close enough. He's still got plenty enough. He's going to drive it off in there. He's going to try to reel him in. He knows he's got 1 lap to do it. White flag in the air as they work back down to 1.
This is it, final time. Final lap, Bryce Sanders. Got past about 10 laps to go by Olmstead, but he got back around him. Here comes Bryce Sanders. Another flag-to-flag, caution-free race in the virtual U.S. Legend cars at the AI New Year's Bash. Bryce Sanders will win. Max Olmstead the third made a valiant effort, but I think it might have been a little too prematurely there, Cody, because saving something was Bryce Sanders. He made it work. He got around him, and he is the winner.
Yeah, definitely made it work, that's for sure. And he started on the pole. Nobody had anything for him. Olmstead tried to get around him, couldn't get to do it. And ultimately, Finnegan brought it home second, and Sanders won.
Here's the results. Here's the results of the Legends here at the AI New Year's Bash at New Smyrna. Your street stocks are coming up next. Bryce Sanders, the winner. Max Olmstead, the third, second. Cody Demers, third. Chris Eggleston, fourth. Jonathan Sessoms, the fireman, will end up fifth. Jesse Thompson, Tanner Scarberry, Matt Rhodes, Austin Bloodworth, Sarah Billiter, top 10. The middle of the field will find, of course, also in 11th place, 11th place will go to Greg Mining, Ryan Carlson, Victoria Sessoms, Hunter Jordans, and Lance Griffick, the middle of the 15 finishers there. Cody, you got the rest of the rundown, buddy.
Jace Mongans comes home 16th. Nathan Lyons 17th. Jaden Daniels 18th. Larson Parker 19th. Hunter Johnson starting 28th, comes home 20th. 21st will be Lee Jones. 22nd will be Dylan Bobbiani. 23rd will be Wyatt Marshall. 24th, Joey Custer. 25th, Joel Smith. John Robbins, your winner earlier this night. He comes home 26th after starting 13th. The man who started second finishes 27th. That's David Hall. Tommy Blair, Hudson Knight, Dalton Chupp round out your top 30. And final starting car going to be Robert Holder.
We're taking a quick break. When we come back, everything that has been going on since Friday has led to this one. The big race is coming up next, the 100 lapper for the virtual New Year's Bash Street Stock Nationals from the Iracing New Smyrna Speedway. When we come back on Elevated TV and CRN, 100 laps when we come back for thanking our sponsors on Iracing. Be right back.
Basket can't defend. He's one left for the second part, and he can't hold on.
Going the long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Frisch on the bottom.
Richard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As that's still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Welcome back to the virtual New Smyrna Speedway. This is coverage of Elevated TV and CRN's inaugural AI New Year's Bash from, of course, virtual New Smyrna, Florida. I'm Wesley Outland. Cody Deemers is alongside, the one we've all been waiting for. It's now time to introduce the 33-car field for the big one, the New Year's Bash. Starting 33rd in the back of the number 11 machine in the USA Tire A&E Tire Recycling number 11, that is Jimmy Kirby.
Starting 32nd in the Jim's Automotive Sales and Service Incorporated Elevated TV Stagger Pros Motorsports number 83. It's going to be out of Muncie, Indiana, JP Crabtree. Starting in the 31st position in the MEP McGonigal number 29 out of Anderson, Indiana, it's going to be Austin Swinford.
Moving on to row number 15 in the 30th position, the 002, the Peace, Love, and Hair ARH Designs number 2 machine. That's Randy Henshaw the second. And to his inside, car number 03, there's the real Tree Max Mosi Oak entry number 03 of the Fireman, Jonathan Sessoms.
Starting in the 28th position in the Pure Later Ford number 21, somebody I know really well. He's back home in North Carolina. It's Mr. James Horner. To his inside in the 27th position in the RSM Locklear Race Cars number 50. He's out of the PD region. It's Ricky Locklear Sr.
Never count out the 50 star to his outside. Row number 13, Jason Thompson, the Fisher Fabrication Boyd's Benz entry, Edco number 28, and to his inside, Connor Popperwell in the Red Ball Recycling number 19.
Starting in the 24th position, in the number 2, from Florence, Alabama. They call him the Alabama Slammer. And the Meyer & Sons Lawn Care number 2. It's going to be Dalton Chuck. Starting in the 23rd position, in the High Speed Performance Young Money number 20. Out of Greenfield, it's going to be Dalton Connor.
Moving on to the next row. This is row number 11 and 22nd, car number 38. The Slapjack J.E. Towing entry, Beacon Motorsports Diesel Boys number 38. That's Alex Ware into his inside in the number 06 machine. Here is the, here is the Schraden Mechanical number 06 machine. That is the driver of John McLaren.
Starting in the 20th position, this is your top 20. This is everybody that is in the top 20.
Yep, they qualified.
In the 00, the B00 out of Jefferson, Georgia, it's going to be Boo Carlisle. To his inside, the number 28, it's going to be Austin Maynard.
Moving on, row number 9 to the 18th position, of course, right there. There is the Flying J Pilot machine number 51, Caleb Hall, and his inside, ready to go along in that number 05 machine, Blaine Aiken. Blaine Aiken in the 05 car.
All right, Wesley, we give you a surprise. We just told you we had a surprise for you. You've got to call the next guy.
Okay, well, moving on to the 16th position. There is my race car, I guess. The Togwer Glass and Mirror, Johnny's Premier Motorsports, CRN Motorsports, shameless plug, number 51 out of Smithfield, North Carolina, and your announcer, Wesley Outland.
In the number 5, it's going to show 000 on timing and score. And in the 15th position, it's going to be Will Cotterell.
Moving on to the next row, starting 14th, of course, there is the Chevrolet All-Star Graphics War Rackley number 4. That is Trevor Burton to the inside. And the ER Racing Designs, the E-Racing Designs Swift number 55 machine. There's the young lady. She won earlier tonight, of course, in the first race in the mini stocks. We'll see what Victoria Sessoms can do. She'll start on the 13th spot.
In the 12th position, in the Pulley Motorsports number 0, it's going to be Mr. Joe Pulley starting in the 12th position. Starting to his inside of the number 11, the Klingsport number 99, it's going to be Chris Diamond.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now your top 10 starters started in row number 5 in the 10th spot. The car number 9 machine. There's the Tire Pros Milwaukee Tools entry number 9. That is DJ Peters. DJ Peters and that beautiful looking Viper Longacre Racing Products entry to his inside, starting in the 9th position. The car number 8, that is Tavis Moore. Tavis Moore in the USA Tire. I'm sorry, correction. That's actually the throwback to. No, it is Tavis Moore. No.
It's James Kirby.
No, James Kirby, my apologies. It's James Kirby in the Man Home Maintenance Brown's Oil Service US Tire number 22. There he is. He'll start 9th.
In the number 5 Trading Paints videos, number 5, the Jegs entry. It's going to be Tavis Moore. To his inside in the throwback machine, it's going to be in the 44, the Piedmont entry. It's going to be Josh Smith.
Want to move into the next row, starting row 3 in the 6th position. Outside, car number 4, the Bama Buggies Chevrolet Camaro. What a beautiful looking ride. That is Mike Sharp to his inside, starting in the 5th position. Right there, the car number 69, Parallax Motorsports Star Bullets entry. That is Andrew Cook, row number 2.
Row number 4, this will be row 2 in the Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am number 28. Out of Beaufort, North Carolina, it's going to be the DH, David Hall. To his inside in the Robbins Racing USA Tire D&M Lawn Service number B1. Is out of Muncie, Indiana, originally from Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's going to be Cody.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the front row. Here we go. Some star drivers, no doubt, in the Gilbert and Mitchell Incorporated Barnes Auto Service. Number 5, he resides out of Owensboro, Kentucky. This man has won it all from the Polar Bear at Rockingham to the Short Track U.S. Nationals at Bristol and more. The number 5 for the Bluegrass State, that is Chuck Barnes Jr. And to his inside on the pole in the number 85 machine, ready to watch and see with the Big A tires, Max Pappas Racing MPI helmets. Number 85 will do. He's on the pole as the quick qualifier. It is Garrett Fox. There is the starting lineup before we get ready to turn them loose. 33 drivers, 100 laps. Boy, oh boy. Drivers, start those engines. It is go time at the New Year's Bash. The engines will fire, and there they go. Oh, how cool is that? Listen to the rumble. It's go time. It is go time indeed. And they're pulling away. How excited is this one, Cody? All the work that we did behind the Derby, the same thing behind the New Year's Bash, and we did it in less than 3 weeks' time separation.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all it can be, and they're going to get a preliminary lap here as they're coming to the 1 to green. And Wesley, I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm hoping it's a good one. I'm glad everybody here on Elevated TV is tuned in to watch and hang out. And Wesley, I appreciate you coming once again to do this one with me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, my friend. We'll do as many as we can together. So glad you're able to also let us broadcast on the Community Radio Network, 87.9 FM, and anywhere at VRCRN.com. The lights are off on the pace car. Elevated TV and CRN welcome you, along with all of the great sponsors, to the one you've all been waiting for. It was scheduled for Sunday. It is now on a Saturday night at just after 10 p.m. Eastern. Pace cars on the pit lane. 100 laps to virtual New Year's Bash is green at Symrna. Boy, the cameras are so excited. They're out of focus because these cars are flying by. Put 1 lap on the board and give it to Garrett Fox with a big, big lead over Demers as they go into 1.
Working down the front straightaway, Cody Demers, Andrew Cook, side by side with the number 5. Here comes the 44 machine. That's going to be Josh Smith. As he's on the apron, they're still side by side for 3rd as we complete lap number 3, Wesley.
The first time you've ever seen my name out on top of the court, it'll probably be the last. Right now, I'm in the 17th position. Garrett Fox in the lead. Cody Demers up the second. Go figure. You win this race, it's rigged. That's all I'm going to tell you. You tampered with my card. One announcer does good, the other guy does bad. I'm just messing.
I had to wait to the back of it. Barnes Cook still side by side as they work down the front stretch back to the turn number 1 to complete lap number 5. Clean and green here. And Chuck Barnes Jr. fall back. Cook going to clear him. Here comes Josh Smith, Wesley, as they work back down in turn number 3, excuse me.
Garrett Fox to the lead. Cody Demers in 2nd. Andrew Cook 3rd. Josh Smith, Chuck Barnes Jr. All these drivers now. James Kirby gets around Chuck Barnes. And what a throwback. Josh Smith rocking the old Piedmont colors of Texas Terry Labonte from back in the day.
Yeah, the 44 car is always my favorite. It's just different. It's cool. I mean, it's about like, you know, Chuck Barnes' car. I mean, throw a little throwback there as well. So, Chris Diamond, number 99. That's an old throwback to a car from up north. So, a lot of throwbacks here.
A lot of cool throwback colors as well. No doubt. It's the Bash. We're glad you're here for it. As right now, it is Garrett Fox leading, working now lap number 10 of 100. 100 laps the distance. The big one underway right now.
Oh boy! 3 wide. Oh, whoa, whoa!
Oh my goodness! Hold on there. That's the 51. Is that me?
Yep.
Holy Wesley Outlet's going to start an accident. I told you shouldn't have put me on the racetrack. What the hell?
Oh my goodness.
Well, that goes on. Cody Devers, my broadcast partner, is in second. Go figure.
Right now, Wesley Outland, the most exciting battle on the racetrack.
I'm falling back, actually, Ryan. I mean, a moment ago, I was at 16th, now I'm in 21st, 22nd.
Got to get off that top. Top not where you want to be.
Yeah, I just want to thank Elevated TV, little smoky smoke, little pistol starter. We couldn't get my tires figured out, but it's all right. I'm falling back. I'll be all right.
Blaine Akins. He's worked his way up into the 14th position.
Garrett Fox still in the lead. There's second. There's Demers. There's third of Cook. Josh Smith. James Kirby as the top 5 work their way again down the racetrack. Another solid lap being made.
Barton's trying to make the outside work as we got 15 down of 100. This one flying by. Victorious SM's DJ Peters. And Wesley, that 9 car, man, it looks so good. That 9 car of DJ Peters and that Tire Pros entry. It's a beautiful looking race car.
Yeah, good bunch of people there.
Wesley's still the most interesting battle on the racetrack.
Me? It's me! Hi, everybody! I'm back to 22nd, though. Look at me stuck on the outside of all these cars. At least I know to get the hell out of the way, right?
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 Here comes Chuck Barnes working on Mike Sharp, still side by side. Peters just went to the outside. Looks like maybe the outside line's starting to come in a little bit. It's getting some grip up there. 18 down.
The B1 won't be up front for long, Jonathan Sessom says. There you go. Dalton Chupp. Where's Dalton Chupp at? Where's Burnt Popcorn? He is right now.
9.
Burnt Popcorn?
Yep.
29th position. Come on. Come on, Chuck. What in the world? I'm doing better than you in my debut. Look, Mom, I did it. I'm driving a race car.
We got a battle for the race lead.
Yeah. Believe it or not, Cody Demers. He's ran down Garrett Fox. By the way, 65 degrees air temp. Clear skies here in the race for this event. It's 70 degrees track 10 in the sim right now. And we're already 80 laps in. You know, we had like 6 cautions in the real race in this time of their start last week. You know that, right?
Huh.
In the opening 20 laps.
That's wild. And we haven't mentioned it, but if you're just tuning in, we haven't thrown it up on the screen. But I'm Cody Demers. I'm the producer and color commentator. Welcome. And Wesley Outland is the man behind everything, the lead commentator. So we haven't thrown it up on the screen. We figured we'd throw it up there and show you guys who's talking to you. We're also driving race cars.
I'm a better announcer than race car driver. I can think that. Holy cow. I'm just decided I can't believe I made the field.
Yeah.
And I qualified in on time too.
Yeah.
I made the top 20.
Yeah, you started what, 16, 17?
I guess I'm 23rd right now, man. I'm happy to be here.
You said I'm happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here. I'm here so I don't get fined. Man, we need to put these guys in the real race. $26 down of 100. So we work off of turn number 4, 27 now this time. Demers is 0.4 tenths behind Garrett Fox. Yeah.
Andrew Cook's the third, Josh Smith fourth, and James Kirby, your top 5.
What a run for Garrett Fox as well, man. He's been the Pied Piper up in front, it seems like, since the drop of the green here at the New Year's Bash. Cody Demers, same thing in second, followed by Andrew Cook, as you mentioned, top 5. Bottom 5 will find Chris Diamond, Chuck Barnes Jr., Mike Sharp, Victoria Sessom, and Will Cottrell in the top 10. Wasn't Will Cottrell one of those drivers that had to fight their way from a B main earlier?
Yep.
He's already up to 10.
Yep. The 5 car was in the second B main. He finished second in the B main. So, and also I believe the car right behind him, Trevor Burton. He won the second B main. He's up to 12. So. 30 of 100. 71 to go.
Race flying by fast, as all the races have, believe it or not. I'm just so excited that we had such a exciting yet quiet events here at the New Year's Bash this year. And the big one now settles in with 30 laps completed, closing in on 70 remaining, 20 to halfway. And all the while, it is still Garrett Fox leading the way. What a strong run for this driver.
Yeah, he's definitely pulling away and definitely driven away with it. As we see Dalton Connor, he had to fight his way up through and barely made the B main through the race of the B main. He's sitting 21st, so definitely fighting his way from the back. Wesley Outland's still stuck on that top side there in that number 51 car on the outside of Ricky Locklear Sr.
Watching everybody working around the racetrack. There's a 44. There's Josh Smith at Piedmont, number 84 or number 44. I mean, that is a throwback to Texas Terry Labonte when he ran NASCAR in the old Grand National Cup Series days. Remember that car? Piedmont. You know what Piedmont was?
Wasn't it a gas race?
No, Piedmont was involved in aviation. Piedmont Airlines.
Oh, gotcha.
Where have you been?
Not where I need to be. Jonathan Sessels.
A lot of people don't remember, but Piedmont Airlines which was a subsidiary of the American Airlines Group, was a major sponsor. They were a major sponsor on the number 44 of Terry Labonte back in the day. And look at this. There's Ricky Locklear. Carlisle under attack as well. All this great racing going on here.
There's Jonathan Sessoms. You can't see him because he's camouflaged. We got 39 now. 100 approaching halfway here in just a few laps. Gotta begin to wonder, are we gonna have a caution?
Shush! Hush!
You jinxed it earlier, so I figured I'd jinx it in this one.
And right now, with a strong drive, we're staying by the 68 machine. Still Garrett Fox. Look at this big Agler traffic. This is all going on in the top 20, 25 spots. There's me on the outside battling amongst all this. Get out of my way, Caleb Hall. Blaine Aiken.
Blaine Aiken's a Nashville Fairgrounds driver. That 05 machine.
Austin Maynard there, yeah. And meanwhile, if you look at Ricky Locklear Sr., guess who I'm battling with?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, man, here we go, buddy. Come on. Come on. Ricky Sr. Got a lot of love for this guy. Racing right alongside of him. There we go. Because I'll never do it in real life. True story. Last week, New Year's Bash, Ricky Locklear, Wayne Locklear, Ricky Jr., they all struggled in the street stocks in qualifying. Had to kind of rally their way through.
Wesley, I got to ask you, how was it seeing dirt late models at Dillon Motor Speedway?
That was really cool. Oh, yeah, we liked them. You had to really like the excitement of the dirt late models on pavement, asphalt. You know, good show, something different. Yeah. And I know Ron Barfield's got the ideas of wanting to do something more with that in the future. Hey, guess what? We're closing in on halfway.
Yeah, we're closing in halfway, and look, they're catching the back markers.
Yes, sir.
This is where it's going to get interesting, okay? First 50, calm, cool, collected. Next 50, go time.
This race has literally been about 15 minutes into it. And unbelievably, we've already hit close to the halfway mark of this race. As Garrett Fox is running away with it. He is still in front. Half a second back is Cody Dingers. There he is.
Andrew Cook in third. Josh Smith fourth. And James Kirby to third. And the Double Deuce in fifth. That's your top five.
Chris Diamond, Chuck Barnes Jr., Victoria Sessoms, Mike Sharp, Trevor Burton in the top 10. That's the way they stand right now. There's that gaggle of traffic right there in the top 10 battling up on the high side. Mike Sharp. Beautiful looking race car, man. I love that Bama Buggies entry. And then you got Trevor Burton right behind him, the battle of the fours. Then take your pick, man. Great racing. DJ Peters, Will Cottrell also out there as well. I'm trying to remember, ain't Will Cottrell like a two-time CRA Street Stock champion, something like that?
Yep, something like that.
Champion Racing Association.
You got Dalton Connor
coming up.
Then you got Dalton Connor, back-to-back 2024, 2023 CRA Street Stock champion. He's struggling, 22nd. You got, I believe, James Kirby there, the 2018 or 2019 CRA Street Stock champion. So a lot of Street Stock champions in this field of Street Stocks.
I'm in the top 20 right now. I'm happy. And we just passed halfway as well here at the virtual AI New Year's Bash at New Symrna Speedway. This track is the closest on iRacing that mimics the real track. And that's why we're kind of staying here with it. 47 to go. Anybody got anything for Garrett Fox and Cody Demers? You got anything in the B1 Bomber? You better show it now, buddy.
Yeah, he's catching lap traffic. So we're going to try our best to get up here to him and show him what we got.
And meanwhile, Cody will call the race as well. I want to let everyone know we had this conversation before and off air, and even during the air, during the broadcast of the afternoon. Someone asked the question, they were like, hey man, how can I get in on this? I'd like to do this. Well, this is the artificial intelligence, that's what AI stands for. The AI version of the New Year's Bash. Now, there is plans to want to have like a, if you will, real event in the future. That's what we're planning to do.
Yeah, you know, I would love to have a real event. You know, the biggest thing with the real event is it's a lot of preparation. It's just like a real race. I mean, you've got to find a race director, you got to find a race promoter, you got to find a track, you got to find people, you got to get sponsors, you got to, you know, pay out a purse. I mean, there's a lot of things that go to it, and you know, a lot of people think it's just, oh, what's it's not that. I mean, even these AI races, they take a lot because, you know, as far as broadcast, you got to plan around it. Oh boy! I mean, there's a lot of things, and we got a battle for our race lead. The top four is on top of each other.
It's good. Closing in on 40 remaining. Cannot believe how fast this race has flew by. Believe it or not, it's down to the second half. And in less than 20 minutes time. There is the leader. And behind the leader on the outside now is Cody Demers battling with Garrett Fox. Garrett Fox, Cody Demers, Josh Smith, Andrew Cook. There's your top four. Watching on James Kirby. Top five, if you will. And they're right there amongst the back marker cars. Top four there, Cody, going to one.
Yeah, it's you could throw a blanket over the top five. I mean, they're literally on top of each other racing. You got Demers on the outside. Here comes Smith, and they're going to blow past Garrett Fox up off of two down the backstretch into three. Here comes Kirby, Cook, and others as they work here. And Smith's going to try to go around Cody Demers, but here comes Garrett Fox back to the inside.
Garrett Fox on the bottom, going to try to come back and get that spot back around on the B1 machine, Cody Demers. Meanwhile, the pink colors of Josh Smith right there in the crosshairs also. This track is not big enough where you can go three wide, but if you're brave enough, you can go for it. You can try it.
Yeah, we seen it a while ago, and they threaded the needle and almost catastrophe. We seen it earlier with John Robbins get stuffed in the wall in the Legend feature with being three wide. So, I mean, it's doable, but it's tough. Got a battle for again off of four for the race lead. Josh Smith on the outside on the B1 of Cody Demers as they work back into turn number one.
65 on the board. Boy, oh boy, 65 laps now, 35 to go, and there it is. As now you see the battle for the lead happening between Smith on the outside of the 44, Cody Demers of the B1 on the inside. Garrett Fox right there in the 85 on the bottom.
Leslie, top 6, you can throw a blanket over them. They're all on top of each other. Here comes Fox. Fox back to the inside of the B1. B1 trying to catch back up to the 44. Garrett Fox running a little lower line than what everybody else has been. Here comes James Kirby. He wants more.
And Josh Smith now having the opportunity to be the man that leads the way. Finally getting up there and making a charge, if you will. 30 laps to go. 30 to go here in the AI New Year's Bash. Flag to flag so far. There has been, I kid you not, people, I'm being dead honest. There has been one caution in the entire 2 broadcasts we've covered of the New Year's Bash. That was an accident in the opening laps of the Challenger 75 lapper earlier this afternoon when Rafael Lassard spun out. Other than that, it has been great racing. It's not been born in any stretch of the imagination, Cody, but it has been a phenomenal racing, but caution-free. And we're setting ourselves in for a 30-lap shootout, and it's been the same way as we near the end of this thing here.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun. Definitely been different and wild and all over the place, but we've done it. And, you know, to have one caution out of the whole event, that's amazing. You know, not very many promoters can say that. But, I mean, you made a very valid point earlier. You know, 20 laps at the real AI, the real New Year's Bash, you'd had 4 or 5 cautions. So.
Same with the Legends. Same with the mini stocks. This one was flawless. As right now we are closing into the 3/4 mark completed of this race. Under 30 to go. And Josh Smith is in the top spot. Leading the way. The number 44. There's Cody Deemer second. There's Garrett Fox. We're watching now some lap traffic. And is that Chris Diamond now, the 99 in the mix? He can surround Garrett Fox and James Kirby. They're under attack now as that goes on in the corner.
Yeah, James Kirby on the outside. Oh, they're going to lean on each other a little bit, still side by side. And Garrett Fox going to go try to run Deemers down. As we look a little bit further back here, Connor and Leslie Outland battle. 25 to go.
I'm just surprised I've lasted this long. I'm just, let me go a lap down. I don't care. I'll be fine. I'm happy.
You made the New Year's Bash.
You're doing a lot better in the New Year's Bash.
Yeah.
I'm
always using the guy in the back.
I'm normally, I'm kind of, flying in the weeds, playing possum. I need a late race caution.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to come in and change my tires. Everybody else comes down pit road, my ass stays on the racetrack. Anyhow, 25 to go. Look at this battle now on the outside, and there's lap traffic in the way. As the leader is still Josh Smith. He is getting around lap machines, putting down the 28 a lap down on the back marker car. That is that's Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson, James Horner, Alex Ware, your first 3 cars to go a lap down whenever they catch them.
Horner there in the pure later to forward, number 21, T-Bird, Ware, Thompson, and others. I believe Jimmy Kirby is right there as well. In front of them, you got Boo Carlisle and Genshin and Crabtree. Sessoms and Burton duking it out still side by side as they work off the 4. That's for 8th and 9th.
Battle for second coming to the line. 80 laps down, 20 to go here at the New Year's Bash here at New Smyrna. All comes down to this. The final remaining 20 laps. Could we see a late race caution? That's the question.
Still side by side for second. Then we got the 99, Chris Diamond.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up through the field. Started a little in the mix, about 12, 13. He's worked his way up there. And he's looking to put it 3 wide off the forward on the back French stretch.
Thought about making a 3 wide. Thought better of it. Backed away. Here he comes again on the bottom. On the inside, look at this. The yellow and red 99 in the fit with Garrett Fox and Cody Demers. That is Chris Diamond. And now the 22 up high of James Kirby. He watches along, and Andrew Cook is in the fifth waiting, also seeing this happen. This is for second to sixth, and meanwhile, Josh Smith has got a 1.2 second lead over these guys, picking off lap traffic one by one, but he's still having a fit getting around the back marker cars of Ware and Thompson.
Yep, Thompson and Ware duking it out, trying to stay on the lead lap, trying not to go right down. And Fox going to go try and run him down, Wesley.
15 laps to go when they come to the line. This is it. 85 down of 100. And Josh Smith has seen Garrett Fox now in his rear view mirror, getting closer. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear, and that number 85 is definitely getting into the rear view mirror bigger of the 44.
James Kirby to third right there as well. That USA Tires A&E Tiger Recycling number 22. He is on the back bumper of the 85 Big O tires of Garrett Fox.
I want to say thank you to App Engineering for being our live timing and scoring for the New Year's Bash. Worked flawlessly for this event. Thank you also to Racing America, of course, Community Radio Network and the race broadcast on Elevated TV. Other sponsors flashing across the screen. We'll mention them before we go off the air. Thanks again. As we are closing in on the finish of this one. 12 laps to go. 12 to go. Look at that 44 Piedmont Airlines Chevrolet. Shades of a Terry Labonte throwback in the lead. But now 11 laps to go. It'll be 10 remaining. Caution free. Cody Demers when they come back to the line here at New Smyrna.
Yeah, Garrett Fox is trying to get around lap traffic, trying to go catch that 44 machine. Garrett Fox is definitely not faster. James Kirby is faster than both your race leader and second place. But can he get around the car? There he goes to the outside. We're going to give it to him. Fox got to go try to run down the 44 machine.
He'll try to make that move again down to the inside. Watch him, Fox now. Fox is there. Foxtrot 1 going after. That's the 85 on the 44. 9 laps to go now with the New Year's Bash.
Can Garrett Fox get to the back bumper? Can Garrett Fox get around him? What's going to happen here? 8 laps to go. Josh Smith's going to tuck down to the bottom.
Did not believe that this race has gone caution free, but it has. And it's down to the final 8 laps, 7 circuits remaining when they come to the line. There's that gaggle of traffic there for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th on the racetrack right there. Cody Demers, he fell back to 5th now. He lost ground on him. Let's catch up the front runners. There you go, battling now. That's for 5th and 6th there, Andrew Cook and Cody Demers. And right now, the leader, mired by lap traffic. Thompson, or back marker cars. They're on the tail end of the lead lap. Thompson and Horner right amongst the leader as they're coming to 5 laps to go. Cody this time by here off of 4.
Yeah, Garrett Fox is on the back bumper of him, and James Kirby's right there. It's still anybody's race as they work through 1 and 2. Dalton Chubb in the 2 machine on the outside. He's a lap down car. The 28 machine. That's going to be Jason Thompson right in front of your leader. What's Garrett Fox going to do? Do you feel he'll stick it 3 wide? Do you think he won't? We will tell you here in just a few minutes.
Got to make a desperate move, I would think. It's getting down to the end of it. He's got to go, and he's got to go now. That's the question. The matter of up is when. When do you punch it? Are you going to make a desperate move? Will it work for you right now? Coming off of turn 4, 3 laps to go. There is Smith on the inside, and Fox is right there in the crosshairs. One wrong slip, Cody, by the 44, and it is his race to lose in the 85.
Yeah, James Kirby's coming. Keep your eyes on that double deuce of the 22 at James Kirby. If he can get Dalton Chubb to move, I think he's going to have a battle for the 44.
Big gaggle of traffic now as Garrett Fox gets around James Kirby. James Kirby, though, up on the outside lane, he's got clean air. So is also Chris Diamond of the 99 coming. Meanwhile, Josh Smith fighting by more traffic on the bottom, clears by the 2. There's the white flag. One more lap to go. One more lap in the New Year's AI Bash. Down into turn number 2 for the final time. The Terry Labonte throwback colors of the Piedmont Airlines. Number 44. He's got clear selling from here. Garrett Fox and Diamond and Kirby flip-flop for position, but Josh Smith will win the inaugural AI New Year's Bash at New Smyrna Speedway.
Wow.
Caution flag free. Caution flag free. 100 laps, flag to flag, caution flag free. Josh Smith holds off a late rally of back marker cars. Up in front of him, lap traffic, and even the battle at the end where James Kirby and Garrett Fox mounted one last effort. Even Chris Diamond got in the mix. Just came up short at the end there, Cody Deemers. What a way to cap off the inaugural AI Virtual New Year's Bash. Let the pyro and the fireworks shoot through the air and let Josh Smith celebrate as the inaugural champion.
Yeah, for sure. As we take a quick look here at your final results, and wow, the results, the intervals between James Kirby and Chris Diamond was wild. But yeah, no, congrats off to Josh Smith. And tough break there for Garrett Fox. Just run out of laps. Another 50. I think he would have got I think he would have got around the 44. James Kirby going to come on 3rd. Chris Diamond 4th. Andrew Cook 5th. Cody Deemer 6th. Chuck Barnes Jr. 7th. Trevor Burton 8th. TJ Peters 9th. Victoria Sessoms rounds out your top 10.
11. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mike Sharp comes home 11th. Blaine Aikens 12th. Austin Maynard 13th. Caleb Hall rounds out your top 14. Connor Popwell rounds out 15th.
Will Cottrell will finish in 16th. Joe Pooley 17th. Travis Moore 18th. David Hall 19th. And Connor Dalton will have to settle for a 20th position. John McLaren, Ricky Locklear Sr., Austin Swinford, Jonathan Sessoms, Wesley Outland. I will finish on the lead lap in 25th. I'm excited about that. Randy Hinshaw, J.P. Crabtree, Boo Carlisle, Jimmy Kirby, James Horner. Those cars a lap down at the end of the race, including, there you see it, Jason Thompson, last car on the lead lap, and then it was Dalton Chubb. What happened to Burt Popcorn? Yeah. Burt Popcorn got a hold of some kettle corn tonight, I guess, and Alex Ware will finish the race. By the way, 33 cars started this race. All 33 finished. 2 cars, 1 lap down at the end of 100 laps. What a fun street stock race here on the half mile of virtual New Smyrna Speedway. What do you think here, Cody?
Man, I can't say much, other than thanks to the sponsors. Without them, none of this would happen. Putting on these events is, fun. And then, when you have good races like you did tonight, that's fun. That's kind of cool. And we're gonna while we end the night, before we end the night off here at Wesley, we're gonna throw out one more big event that's coming up here on Elevated TV in May, because you don't see any big events in May. But we're gonna have the first annual, the inaugural Night of Thrills on Elevated TV. Stick around for more on Elevated TV's Facebook page to see what's gonna be racing that night. But we're gonna have the inaugural Night of Thrills coming to you in May.
Yeah, what is that? The Night of Thrills, and I will tell you as well. What is it? I know you're working on what is also the World Series of Asphalt Stock Car Racing. I think you're going to do that as well.
Right here at New Symrna.
Yeah.
And then we've got a couple of big events. We're going to be doing the Snowball Derby again this year. We're going to be doing, the Hampton Heat 200. We're going to be doing the Christmas Clash again this year. We're going to be doing some big events at Southern National. We got, a couple races there. The Thanksgiving Classic. We've done that. I think this will be the third year, Wesley. So we've got a bunch of different, events that are coming back from last year in a couple years, but we also got some new events that we're going to throw in there as well. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. You just have to stick around and wait and see. And then also, we may try to get Stagger Pros to do something. We just have to wait and see about that.
Well, we'll see what happens. No doubt about it. And we're so glad that you were able to join us. All the sponsors, again, are flashing across the screen in random, and we do want to say thank you to each and every one of them. Broadcast coverage, of course, on the Elevated TV for the video streaming, and the broadcast stream also on the Community Radio Network on the radio, 87.9 FM, and, of course, at wearecrn.com. Thanks again for joining us, and we thank you for joining us, whether you are one of the fans or just a fan of iRacing, real racing. Thanks to some of the people from the race at Dillon for chiming in. I know we saw and I heard feedback from Bill Flynn and Ron Barfield, Michael Yarborough, just some of the people that were a part of the event. And I know they enjoyed it, and they wanted to say thank you for doing some type of a virtual version of this. And there are some big plans in the future for, again, Elevated TV and for iRacing. So just stay tuned, stay with us. And Cody, thanks for letting me be a part of the ride, my friend. Always a pleasure knowing you for many years. Our friendship, of course, virtual or reality, and another one in the books.
Yep, another one in the books, that's for sure. And, I want to say a big thank you to Ron Barfield for tuning in. Knowing a track promoters for tuning in, that's a big thing to me, because, and this is kind of off topic of the New Year's Bash, but on topic, to me, a race owner, track owner, whatever, supporting, fellow racers or just supporting anything that, people that race at their track, go to their track, whatever, that's what makes a racetrack. You don't see that a lot down there. I mean, it's a lot of hit or miss, but I want to say thanks to him for tuning in, and all the people that Dillon Motor Speedway, all the names Wesley said, I'm not going to repeat them again. You guys heard them. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I mean, it means a lot, and like I said earlier, this is my fun. I would rather get on here with these AI and put on a show for you guys than get on with here with real people, and we have to sit here for an hour and to do 20 laps. So but yeah, thanks again, Wesley, for coming up here and, enjoy every time we do it.
We enjoyed it for sure. Thanks as always for everybody for checking us out. And again, stay tuned for more coverage of iRacing and podcasts and shows. And you never know what it'll be on Elevated TV or on the Community Radio Network. For Cody Deemers, I'm Wesley Outland. Thanking you and yours for checking us out. Go back to your football, back to your playoffs, back to whatever you do with the rest of your day. And thank you for the inaugural New Year's Bash AI event in the books. It was a very fun time. One caution out of all of the feature races in. Very impressed with that. Good night, good evening from virtual New Symrna Speedway. And, of course, stay tuned to Elevated TV for more